doing? What's up, everybody? Oh man, there was a lot. I am in a lot of soreness. Pain seems to be a, pain would be a strong word, I'll admit. But man, I am not, I'm in a position of not feeling good today, I can tell you that much. Finally started working with a personal trainer on a more regular basis. It's starting to get a little bit better, but let's say it's still not good. Hang on just a second. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's been interesting. This this whole fitness thing, this going to the gym thing, this trying to be healthy and feel better about myself has got me feeling real shitty. Past couple days, especially after all of the what's the word I'm looking for? After a lot of putting in a lot of work for self-improvement. But I guess I gotta get my money's worth, right? Getting your money's worth is very important when you're throwing down as much money as I got convinced to. But anyway, yeah, I've got, let's see, where else do I need to do things and worry about stuff? Is there anything else? Twitter? Do I need to worry about Twitter at all? Do I need to worry about Discord at all? I don't think so. So yeah, I think I am... In fact, actually, let me... Which one? Which? Oh. Over there. Something on my desk that it just bumped into. Twitch, got that. Side 6. Okay, pulling up those. Pulling up some documentation on PySide 6. Playing around with that. We go into this mode and see. Yeah. Alright. I think we're ready to move over to dev. There's not a lot to speak on. So let's just head on over. Yeah, so PyQt, let's see, can we move these over a little bit? Should I make that smaller? Is that readable? I can read it, but I need to make sure that it's readable on stream. So we have date edit, time edit. Let me see something real quick. If I do capture cursor, well, I don't know why it did that. Okay, so if I do capture cursor and I'm pointing at things, yeah. We got, let's see, widgets are the primary elements for creating interfaces. Yeah, I already know that. Styles, QStyle, layouts, elegant and flexible way. Layout's gonna be definitely a graphics anchor, cube box layout, horizontally or vertically. H-box layout, V-box layout. Ah, okay. So it's going to be H-box and V-box. Right. So I think every window is going to have a status bar. Yeah, okay. So, let's see. We have VBox layout. Yeah, here we go. Actually, let me see. Async close, async slot. On new message. Okay. So, Q async. There's examples, right? Yeah. HTTPX app. They have their application. How about I just go to the raw thing? There we go. So they have their application. There's application engine, I guess. Now is that... I'll just open raw in a new tab. Oh, QML. So... And there's QML path. Right. About to quit, delete later, register the service. So there's the event loop, which is the Q event loop, which is coming from Q async. Oh, and you're grabbing Q application from Q async as well. I guess that also makes it... That's actually really interesting. Because here I was grabbing it from PySide. Yeah. Q application, but if I put it there. Q application. So Q application is not accessed. Set event. So we have async IO set event loop. URL from local file. And loop run until complete. App close event. What's app close event? Async IO dot event. Okay. Wait, really? Let's see. Read only option is set. Really? Why would read only be set? That's weird. Let's go to main. Edit anyway, yeah. So, oh, another thing I should do over here so that it doesn't disrupt the actual content of the stream. There we go. So set that up, do this. There we go. Let's... Actually, let me see. Instead of that, where is executor example? You know what? Let me grab... Just to make sure I'm still... Disconnect from that tmux session. Python PySide 6 test. All source. Create a new session. So we have all this VBox layout. And so what happens if we run that? Actually, which Python? Oh, that's the universal Python source. Yep. And we do main. Aha. Got it. Okay. So let me show you what I'm doing. So this is copy. No, not a. Actually, add window capture. And I'll call that random window 2. But before we show it, let me make sure I've got it set up just the way I like. So there's that transform, center to screen. If I show it, yeah. Ooh, okay. So if I do edit transform, positional alignment center. Now is there a dock to center thing in OBS? Blending mode, show trans. Center to screen. Okay. Okay. So this uses asynchronous code. Is this in the AIO? Yeah. Okay. So that's what this code does. Actually. Yeah. And then we'll do that. All right. So there's that. That should be, that grabs this data. And here is that code right here. In fact, I'll pull it up on there. So in here we have our label, label status, edit URL, edit response. In fact, maybe I should be thinking of this in terms of something else. Okay, so mux less mux 8. There we go. So I have my readers. I think I'm gonna do not readers, but I'm gonna do GUI. GUI should be a folder, actually. Yes. GUI main. Actually, yeah. There it is. Okay. So we will call this. Let me see how readers is set up. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of that. Not readers, but GUI main window dot. Right? So in main window, I'll just go ahead and not display that. But for the purposes of, what is the fade? Just to check. Yeah, there we go. We have our we're gonna do Same thing, a lot of the same stuff we do inside of this. So I will shamelessly copy and paste. Save all of that. Let's kind of rearrange a little. So I have a QML path. Oh no, we don't want that. We want this. We want this code. So paste it. No? Wait, what? What's happening? Then we copy. Then we paste. There it is. Okay. Let's save. Nope. Now, so we're grabbing from PySide 6. Actually, move the window there. You can't see what I did, but I did something very important. La 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 la. So, define string. We have our VBox layout. Actually, let's go ahead and go back into our main. And get rid of most of this. That, we get async. Get rid of that stuff. And then, GUI main window. So we have our VBox layout, we have our label, our line edit. I don't think that window needs a line edit, it just needs a Q text edit. We'll call this button quit. Right? Fetch on fetch clicked. So we had add widget, button fetch. So if we close it, we close the session. We don't need a client session, I don't think. Then we have a slot. So we create slots here, which means on button fetch clicked, which means, yeah, we grab that line, on button fetch clicked. Aha, okay. So let's see. So I think we can make something like on button fetch click, but instead of calling it that, we'll say on message on chat receive. Right? What am I doing? QText edit. There is a PySide 6 QText edit disable. Want to disable a text edit when a button is clicked so the user can no longer be able to add text there. Set read only true. Wait, hang on. Qt text edit class reference. Disable. Wait, what was the code he said? The edit objects set disabled function. Okay, so then that means edit response self.edit response set disabled true. Right? Oh, that is not in the documentation. PySide, where is the PySide 6? Here we go. Docs. Now, that's 6.7. Where is text edit? Q text edit, here we go. Accept rich text. Ooh, accept rich text. Final group project for boot camp yesterday. The Git tracker god guy, so I get to learn how to not fuck up merges. Hell yeah, man. Figure out you gotta learn how to use diff, right? Even I don't know how to use diff, so you'll probably be ahead of me. But yeah, congrats on getting that position within your team. That should be commended. Jesus Christ, it's hot in here. I need to get like a fan or something. And it's warm. What is yeah, my thermometer in this room says it's 75, yet the only I'm trying to stretch. I was gonna stretch because I'm a little fatigued, but then I put my arms up and it's barely at a 30-degree angle, and my arms are just telling me no, we're not stretching further than this. But come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, I hate myself right now. You know, who would have thought that doing all these things for the good of my health and for the making myself into a better, leaner, stronger, faster person that should not hate myself should make me hate myself so much. Ugh. God. Let's see. But yeah, man, all the luck in the world to you. All the luck in the world to you on that. Like, hope it goes well. I forgot what the project you were working on was. And I just got pinged. I did... Hang on. I got pinged elsewhere. Is this something that's deserving of my attention? Oh, it should be, yeah. Let me... Go ahead and... get this person what they were asking for. Alright, now I'm paying attention to chat again. Yeah, Mystic, well, what was I thinking about? So if you're, what is your, do you mind me asking, what is your, Jesus Christ, I'm clouding right now in my own head. What is your, what Git infrastructure are you using? Is it just GitHub? Are you using GitLab? Are you using Bitbucket, perchance, even? Or like some kind of self-deployed... Okay, so GitHub. Alright, yeah, so... merging pull requests should be good. Is that how your team is doing it? They're doing... Yeah, you're doing pull requests. Let me see, does boot.dev... Does boot.dev teach you how to do like pull request stuff? Sign in and view courses. Looks like it should. Git, manage, pull, request, merging. Okay, well GitHub even has their own documentation to teach you how to do pull requests. See, I'm one of those guys. I do a lot of solo development, so I don't even have to worry about that. I just push to main and be done with it. Yeah, I mean it's lucky in that sense, but then that means I kind of have to do everything by myself. That's the there's like it's two sides of a coin, right? I'm lucky I don't have to worry about any kind of anyone else's pull request. I don't have to worry about merging it. But, you know, I'm still open to merging pull requests if anyone's got ideas. This isn't even on my project here isn't even on any kind of Git repo yet. I'm mostly getting it to work on my own machine here. But right now, that also means that literally all of this code I have to write myself, all of the research I have to do myself. Like, all of it is my own efforts, and that is a really good way to feel inadequate a whole bunch of times. It's like, oh god, if only someone else knew how to do this, and I could pay them. So, pull request you... okay, yeah, why am I... But yeah, I don't know if you wanted that link. Merging pull requests. You probably already found it, but yeah, you know, there you go. Deletion of branches, no FF, squash to rebase commits. Yeah, that's okay. You should show that a fix is in progress. Okay. Merging a pull request. Okay, so yeah, pretty good step by step. And here's what you do in these cases. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'll have to look at that if anyone ever actually pulls it. Have I been otherwise? Oh man, I hate myself on new levels. The personal trainer stuff is going... I guess it's going well? But just like I said earlier, it's a good way to make you hate yourself and feel like you are in a lot of pain a lot of the time. Like, I'll get to a point where I just got done with session 3. I've got session 4 tomorrow. And I'm just at the point, I've gotten to the point where I'm just stopping. I think OSD, I think, is the acronym for it, but I will be kind of okay on the day of the workout, and then I'll go to the gym and we'll do the workout, and then I'll go home, and then I'll start feeling sore a little bit, and then the next day the soreness will get worse, and it just gets progressively worse over 3 days. And then finally, when I'm no longer feeling sore, oh, it's gym day again. I gotta go see my personal trainer. It's new levels of misery. Oh man. Yeah, who knew that doing self-improvement would be a fast track to learning to hate yourself on a whole new level. Yeah, at some point. Yeah, there's also other adaptations I'm making. My trainer told me one thing that I should probably do differently already is, instead of eating before, I should eat after the workout. Because eating before is a good way to get cramps, and I think the research shows that especially if you do a protein intake immediately after, and when I say immediately, I mean like within 30 minutes, is probably the best way to fast track yourself on a good way to recovery. So tomorrow, I'm probably gonna not eat dinner before. I'll just eat dinner after. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing for dinner. Maybe like Fish. But yeah, but yeah, like even right now, I just tried stretching a minute ago, and my arms were not going as far as they should be. Like, oh, I used to be able to do this, now I kind of just can't. Other than that, yeah, other than that, I think I need to get back to this. So, create a slot with onChat received self dot, which is the edit response. Append? Is there an append? Qt's layout classes. Where is PySide 6? Nope, not layout management. QText edit. Is there an append? There is an append. Awesome. We give it a string. Appends a new paragraph with text to the end of the text edit. Got it. Append self and message. Append message. Actually, instead of that, SG. I think. Async get. Some kind of error. Append the message and then also append a new line and a return. So then, wait, okay, slot, so async slot, is there a QA sync? Perhaps a coroutine function to make it usable as a Qt slot. No? Okay. Wait. Oh, no. Async QAsync is a fork of async Qt, which is a fork of Quamish. Now, is there a wiki I should know about? Security, projects, code. Like 6 months ago is not the worst bit rot. Okay, so tests. Okay, here we go. Heading back to class. Well, tell you what, I do appreciate you stopping by. Don't make yourself a stranger. You know where to reach me. So let's see, add widget, edit response. God, I hate GitHub and how, like, if you click something, it has to open the modal. Okay, so there's slot, set enabled, set text. Oh, okay. Set enabled true, okay. Set enabled false. So then onChat received. We do set enabled true. Then we append and then we disable again. Uh-huh. What else do we have to work on? Message. Oh, we only want one string. Whoops. You're just here and so lost. Flurpled, are you who I suspect you might potentially be? Your name that name seems like something the person I'm suspecting you are would have. 100%? Alright, how you doing, Schnud? What do you got going on? What's the news with you? Hang on just a second. I mean, well, that's why I'm here. Oh man, I really should stretch more often. It is a thing. Anyway, trying to learn things. Definitely, like, I think you and I were was it you that DM'd me a month or so back about learning how to do networking things? I mean, in fact, I'm here leaking DMs here. Not actually leaking DMs, not gonna post it, but scrolling back. How far do I need to scroll back? I'm relatively certain that it was you who asked me about, like, starting to get into networking for real, for serious, for actual. Yes, because I linked you the Network Chuck video. There we go. Yeah. Actually... there might be a game, in fact. That I've heard that there is... I don't know. Did I tell you about this game? Tunnet? I might have told you about a different game. Have you... So this game, it's actually a horror game, but somehow you solve the horror game by utilizing network technician stuff. And it's apparently, I haven't played it myself. I may actually find myself playing this personally on stream. Apparently there's like a monster you gotta run away from, and one of the best ways to defeat the monster is actually to build out an entire network for the rest of this tunnel. Tunnet. Let me go ahead and link that. I gifted it to another streamer friend of mine, Hanny. I don't know if Hanny's here or not. I don't think he is. But yeah, you gotta set up nodes, you gotta have relays, probably routers and switches, and gotta do all the things and figure out all the stuff. Apparently, don't quote me on that, but apparently you are in fact building actual skills that network engineers would be using. In fact, let me check on that. Tunnet. Let me see. I'm gonna say Network Chuck. Tunnet. Would Network Chuck have made a video on it? He might have. Not a VPN, it's better. Cloudflare tunneling, yeah. How did I not know? Okay, never mind then. I might still recommend Tunnet, especially considering... you know, it's only... how much is it? Where is it? It's only $6. Downloaded the demo. Oh yeah, it does have a demo. That's right. So yeah. Short game, wake up as a robot technician in an underground complex. You quickly meet your supervisor. Building a computer network to connect the different bunkers of the facility. But with state-of-the-art drill, dig tunnels and find new bunkers to connect to the network. More endpoints, more credits you receive. Optimize and debug. Okay, yeah. Use the credits, unlock new devices to better manage and monitor the traffic. Yeah, this sounds like stuff that you would be actually doing if you were an actual network technician. Probably a good starter point to to looking into it and see if it's a field you actually want to follow. After that, I'd probably recommend like going on YouTube. In fact, I gave you that link. Going on YouTube and searching for Network Chuck free CCNA. But yeah, for now, I think I am just gonna keep working on trying to build out an actual GUI here. So async slot, connect. Now where's the connect? So we connect apt close event. Dot set. I should probably, let's see. High side 6. Connect to slot. Signal slots and events. Here we go. Push button signals, receiving data, storing data, changing the interface. So we got notifications emitted by widgets when something happens. Set window title. In fact, yeah, I should definitely do that. Main window should be... I should do that. So main window, Q window, and during setup, super init. We'll call it self set window title Scarrbot. We are in, yeah, we're in my code. System argv. The window is the main window, and then we have a window.show. Well, do we have a window.show? We do not. But if we're in main, okay, so we do main window.show boot. What is boot? Run until complete. Signals. Okay. Is that text readable? There we go. Push button signals, receiving data. The button was toggled. Storing data. Changing the interface. Make something happen inside the interface. Small window, but in full. Yeah, that's always the struggle. If you're the struggle, you are you're trying to do any kind of like development things on a live video stream on the internet, is you have to figure out, it's like, okay, is this readable? Does my audience actually know what I'm looking at? Q main window, window titles. Got it. Button was clicked. We click that. Connecting widgets together directly. Your audience is engaged. Try to be engaging. I try to, in many different ways. Keeping an eye on chat is one thing. Giving chat toys to play with is another. Actually, let me test. See if I broke that. Okay, no, I didn't break it. It works still. Yeah, if you want to have the little microamps toys, you can actually play around with the little background I've got going on behind my text editor. You know, I did used to do this quite a bit. I'm only kind of just getting back into streaming now. Let's connect input to the label. Input and label must both be defined. What made you come back? It's a number of things, really. I mean, there was that conversation you and I had. You know, I did at one point if Mystic was still here, he'd tell you about a project I was working on years and years ago. I want to say like about 7 years ago. One of my primary projects was actually doing really well. And it did well enough that it actually got me hired at a company for a minute. But then it went bad in a way. It went bad in a way that sent me into a bad depression spiral for several years. I got out of that more or less about 5 years ago, but I haven't streamed since then, even though it was kind of like I've always had it in the back of my mind as something I've been wanting to do. And recently, a couple of things have triggered like thoughts about, it's like, yeah, I think I can do this. One, I've never been a fan of doing face cam streaming. But with the advent of the VTubers, the cartoon people, part of me thinks I could probably do that. But that takes a little bit of investment, so I need to look into what's a good way to do that on a friendly budget. And then I started noticing there were other like YouTubers and streamers that were doing like code content. YouTube. Now, do I have? Okay, yeah, I'm not signed in. So there's the Primogen. I started looking at like streamers like the Primogen and focusing on not just like nerd shit content like doing code and writing applications and talking about the process of writing applications and trying to be educational, but actually making what I would call good content, not just be, because if you weren't around for this, you weren't trying to write code, but there was definitely a point like years ago where if you were trying to do like tutorial content is where it was back then, it would look like tutorial content on YouTube, and it would be someone with a completely blown out mic. You would see their text editor in a completely bright screen. And you could barely hear them because of their mic, and it would be static all the time. And you'd hear their keyboard louder, even though they didn't even have a mechanical keyboard. But then you've got someone like the Primogen, you've got people like Low Level Learning. Low Level Learning, especially for me, was a big inspiration, mostly because not only is he doing software, this is the kind of guy that's doing actual hardware. So he's doing STM32, and that's what my education's in. My education is in embedded systems, where I think I told it to you that I'm the kind of guy who programs the computers that people forget exist. And he's actually doing something very similar here with teaching people how to use FreeRTOS, teaching people how to program microcontroller boards. It's like, and he's doing it well. I'm like, okay. And not only is he doing it well, but he's actually getting audience here. Which was kind of a big inspiration for me. And, you know, everyone who does code, everyone now knows who Pirate Software is. The guy who completely exploded in the Shorts algorithm and is now exploding in doing streams. Pirate Software was kind of like where it clicked for me. It's like, maybe I could come back and do this for real, for serious, for actual. And actually build things, because I haven't actually written code in quite a while either, which is why I'm doing a whole lot of like learning alongside anyone who happens to be watching. Throat's a little dry. Yeah, it's we're doing this together, hand in hand. So, so now a lot of this is challenging myself to learn new languages, learn to do programming in different ways. Like, I haven't really ever done an app with a graphical user interface where I'm actually rendering a window. Everything's just been, just output text to the terminal, or doing web stuff where, I'm making a website. But I guess it's only natural that at some point, if I'm gonna make Scarrbot into a real thing, that Scarrbot needs to include code that would render graphical user interfaces. If anyone out in the world wants to use this, they're gonna want GUIs. So the painful point on that is that yes, there's a GUI, but the big GUI libraries are usually not set up unless it's strictly for non-GUI users. Yeah, but those barely ever actually exist. Not everyone is me. Not everyone on the internet. Not every streamer out on the Twitch and the YouTubes are going to be. Why am I not? Oh, there we go. In case you wanted to know what song is playing, why did I stop displaying? How long has that been set up like that? Oh well. Not everyone is a member of the Unix porn subreddit. So that's what I'm doing, is I have to make some kind of graphical application. Unicorn porn. Oh man, not quite. Let's see. Connecting widgets together directly. But yeah, that's where I'm at now, is kind of on my way to make some kind of comeback to actually doing development again. Especially given like things that are happening at my company, which maybe I'm being a little bit pessimistic, but being at my company, kind of still where I'm at right now, is I've been wanting to move into an actual engineering role. It's like, well, how do I do that if I'm not actually acting like a goddamn engineer? So, you know, why don't I just do that in my regular life? And especially, and probably probably what I'm doing right now is I finally wrapped up one of the things I've been wanting to do on Final Fantasy XIV, which is get all my classes to level 90. Wrap that up, so that's going to probably open up some free time, even though I'm still spending a lot of time in Final Fantasy. Mostly with the goal of getting my tank mounts and working on those relics. Some of those relics are really nice. Waiting to be invited to roulettes. Yeah, the relics are nice. What are you talking about, EU relics? Oh, do you mean Endwalker relics? Yeah, the relic, probably that, the final stage of the Red Mage relic in Endwalker is probably the best looking relic. The best looking Red Mage weapon that you can get. Uh-oh, we got ads. 3 minutes of ads. So we're still sitting around. Fight the ads. I guess you're probably not going to be around to hear this, so I can just kind of talk. I'll just go and move back into this over here. So we have signals, receiving, storing, changing the interface. The button was clicked. Actually, I should probably take that moment to get up and stretch my legs a little bit, so I will be just a moment. All right, now I'm back. So let's see. Got your. Oh, you know what I should do? First up, for that. Source. Then activate. So there, that's running. Twitch test. Okay, so it's reading Twitch. Let's just also make sure Discord test. Yep, it is reading my Discord. Is it reading YouTube? Hell yeah, it is. All right. Looks like it's reading it faster than my bot Rex. I should probably actually check. Where is Discord reader? Let's copy that. YouTube reader. On chat. Winded. Uh-oh. Being called beautiful. Being called beautiful. I don't know if I appreciate that. Oh shit. Where am I? Where was I? Let's see. We have our date time. So what do you get? What do you? Don't ban. No, I'm not too worried about banning people. Oh, I need to. This is the nerd font symbol YouTube. Shit. Nerd fonts. Cheat sheet. YouTube. Copy. Is it UTF? Hang on. Oh, that's not it. yes. That is it. What happens when you reach 3 million microamps? Oh, those were meant to be... Man, those are old. I should probably delete those, because they will do nothing now. But what they used to do was... the reason I set them up was I wanted to see if I could do audio alerts through microamps. Impressive and excellent were just the Quake 3 excellent sound. They would play this sound. Oh, and I don't have that window hooked up to actually playing audio, so I'll just link the video. So, don't worry too much about this. Oh, no. I need to copy that. And then next color scapegoats. 0 through 3. What is the red? 31.1. Is there a red? Red is 31. So we'll print that. What's the format? The format is that. Oh, I need to turn down the music just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Turn voice up. Thank you for noticing, Winded. I appreciate that. It is a lot of bit, but you're not supposed to really... It's supposed to be background music, not actually foreground music. So 31, 44, we could do all this. Actually, let me do a split. Oh, no? There we go. SP inside of that, and grab the Discord reader in that window. So then print, aha. Grab that. We'll do, oh, no. Why is it? Oh, that's why. There we go. Plus D dot author name. And plus that. Okay, so F string, put that in that. I'll just delete that and then put it C author name. And then a space at the end there. Then another F string. Message. I think that's how it should go. Now if I save that, color as text and YouTube nerd font. All right, so we'll load that back up. Twitch check. It is reading Twitch. Discord check. It is reading Discord. Can it Can it read YouTube? Let's see. YouTube's always lagging because fucking YouTube. Oh, there we go. Almost perfect. Just got to remove that. And instead of 31, is it 30? Yeah. And then here it should be 30. There we go. So now it should be working a little bit more properly. Just wanted to set that up correctly. Now, let's go back to the actual... Close this window. Go back to editing the main window code. Well, I'll just do it like that. Trying not to punch my mic as I rearrange things on my desk. Realize I can't really move my left arm a whole lot if I don't want to like tap the mic at all. Okay. So now, if I want to go into QA sync, executor exam. Oh no, well, app. Nope. Set value. Uh-huh. So we have a main window. Okay. So then if we go back to main, we say from GUI port main. Oh, well, welcome back, Schnud. Main window. So then we have main loop. We create our task. And then we've got our event loops. We've got our main window. Shit. So if we have main window show, so main window, right? Import GUI could not be resolved. Why is that? Oh, GUI from GUI main window. Import main window. Right? Pretty sure that's right. So if I call main, oh, it core dumps. Must construct a queue application before a queue widget. Really? Okay, so then that means here. Actually, where is queue application? Are we pulling it from PySide? Yes. From, well, wait. Okay. So from PySide 6, Qt widgets, import Q app. Go. And then in here, we say that our application, Q app, sys.rv. We don't have an event loop just yet. Oh, but we should import sys. System functions. Set event loop. So from there, I think we want to do... Wait, no. What would an event loop do? Okay. That's a can of worms you just opened. One of the core things I'm trying to do with this app is one of the core things that I've never really done as a developer, but I really should have been, is asynchronous programming. The idea of asynchronous programming is that in most programs, everything is done linearly. Like in this code here, first thing we're doing, we're instantiating a queue application. Then we don't worry about what an event loop is, but right now we're just creating a main loop, and then we do the main loop. Then we grab a Twitch reader. Then we grab a Discord reader. Then we grab a YouTube reader. Then we clear the system. But everything is like considered individual steps of the process. Asynchronous programming is letting us set up a world in which it's not exactly a linear set of commands. What these two things are doing, mainly the create task for example, is each one of them kind of acts like a separate program. And it's got its own loop. So in T-Reader start, let me pull up the T-Reader. Twitch reader. So it's got its own thing, and the Twitch reader is kind of its own separate program, and it constantly is checking Twitch for new messages. Just absolutely always. Just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Does Twitch have a new message? Does Twitch have a new message? Does Twitch have a new message? And if this were a linear application, we'd never get out of that loop. We'd never be released from it. We'd just be constantly checking. Which is kind of unfortunate because we also want to check YouTube and we also want to check Discord. So we don't give ourselves enough time to check Twitch and check YouTube and check Discord. But instead, what we do is with asynchronous programming, we do what's called creating tasks. So we create the task where there's this loop and this loop and this loop. And that's what an event loop is it's one kind of asynchronous world in which it's got a whole bunch of tasks that it needs to do on a loop. So we start the Twitch reader, we start the YouTube reader. I think I have it a little disorganized, and I think Discord reader sets up its own thing. I do, yes. Okay. So Discord reader sets up its own loop because it's see, we have the loop, and then we create the task of turning the Discord reader on. The thing is, when you're doing asynchronous programming, a lot of the graphical application libraries, they kind of just break because they assume there's only one loop and they have control of it. So using the Qt library, it tends to break if it doesn't have the entire loop to itself. But there is another library called QA-Sync, which is what I'm using, that makes Qt actually work a lot better inside of like asynchronous programming constructs. So the event loop, to answer your question, is the loop of events. It's exactly what it says on the tin. You give it a whole bunch of different events, and it's going to keep firing those off. Now, you don't have to necessarily do that on a loop, but you can do it asynchronously. Like the easiest example that you can think of is you tell a program you want to go download something from the internet. Usually, you're then just waiting. Go ping this server, go see what this server has to say about this data. Usually, you're just waiting. Well, while you're waiting, you could be doing other things. So the event loop you tell it, hey, you tell the event loop, hey, I'm done with this thing. Or maybe I'm not done, but I'm now just waiting for data to come back. Why don't you go do one of your other tasks? Or why don't you go take care of this other thing to see if there's anything else to do? So, and the event loop realizes that, gets that signal saying, okay, we can go do other things while we wait for the server to get back to what we want. And then eventually it comes back to the original program and says, okay, yeah, let's do what you want for a little bit. Main window, so if I did that, oh, I do have a program. Not quite. None of you can see it. Because I need to probably... Okay, yeah. It's not rendering anything, so if I close that... Queue application, queue event loop. Let's see, so we have our queue application. Queue event loop dot. Are we grabbing from QA sync port? What are we importing? Queue event loop. So then come down here, we say main loop is instead of whatever it was, get event loop. We're saying we're doing the queue event loop. Async IO, set event loop. Aha! Async IO, set event loop to the main loop. Yeah. We have app close event. How about I just go ahead and do most of what that there is trying to teach me. App close event. Async IO event. Equivalent to threading event. Okay. App about to quit. Connect. Is there an app close event? App close event dot set. Ah, okay, yeah. App close event dot set. And then we create our main window, show it. We have our main loop, we create our tasks. Actually, it looks like I should probably create our tasks after we start showing. Main loop run forever. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I actually do have a window here. It's showing nothing. If I hit main has no, so our main window object has no attribute session. But I have a button. I have a button that says quit. In fact, I can show you where that button exists. Well, it actually already has a name. See, it says here in the code. We say it's the name of the window is called Scarrbot. So that is the beginning of what you see when it comes to Scarrbot. It is not quite. This is Scarrbot and this is Scarrbot. So let's hide Scarrbot away for a moment. Put him over here. And Jesus, the soreness every now and then. Just get a little bit of good stretch going. Alright, so back to, and it's also still warm in here. It's 74 apparently in this room according to the room thermometer, but I've got the AC set to 68 and the rest of my house is 68. I guess it's this computer putting out all this heat, and the fact that there's only a warm body right here. I really do need to look up. There's a way to get air from the other room. Liquid cooled? Well, my CPU is, but my GPU is not. But that does mean, like, liquid cooled doesn't mean it doesn't get hotter. It just means it ejects the heat more efficiently. Divorced? Oh no, I'm still single. I'm very much still a single. Even at my age, yeah, I'm still single. Haven't really done anything on that front. Let me just readjust myself in my seat here. Since when are you and I married? When was I gonna get told that we were married? Like, that's new to me. I don't know that it's like that is definitely an update that I would have appreciated. What contract did I sign? You know, maybe it is good. Maybe it is good getting that divorce then, because if I never knew we were married, that would have. Then maybe you ought to be heading out. Derailing stream. That's what chat is meant to do, Schnud. That's their job. Distract Mr. Streamer Man or Miss Streamer Woman. Or provide other context for what... Why am I even scrolling down? I'm not reading any of this. Oh, what's my... My watch is telling me today has been stressful. On days like this, try to take relaxation breaks and make time for some physical activity. You can focus now on winding down before bedtime to help improve your sleep quality. My watch is yelling at me. It's probably about bedtime. It's doing this weird, I think they call it a body battery. It's got this thing where it's like it's measuring like the amount of sleep I get, comparing it to the amount that I guess my heart rate. Where's my body battery thing? It's probably just... Should I take a picture? How do I get the picture from my phone to stream? Light some candles, read a chapter of a book. I did actually, one of my, I do have that e-reader, that Kobo Clara HD, and I've been thinking about reading more books. Or adding books to my repertoire. I've heard good things about this one author, Brian Sanderson. I grabbed... Turn off blue light. I have no idea who he is. I got recommended... Apparently a good starting point for him as an author is Elantris? Elon Musk? Elantris? Apparently that's I grabbed that book. First few pages I got into. So it starts off like... It gives you one page of... Oh yeah, there was this ancient race and they were silver-skinned and they had white hair and they could cast magic like a motherfucker. They were so good. They were like gods and they lived in the city. But apparently now whatever made them magic now makes them basically zombies. And they used to be functionally immortal, but now it just means they're zombies. They're basically undead. And then it just gives you that introduction, and then it starts off with, oh, homeboy, there's this prince of the new kingdom, and he's a prince, and he wakes up one morning and now he's a zombie. And so now they lock him up in the zombie city, and he's learning. And I haven't really gotten much further, but apparently he's now kind of adjusting to the fact that he's now a zombie. But he's a magic zombie, so he still has something resembling free will and a brain, and he's not eating flesh, but it's basically a magic zombie because you're alive, but you don't have a heartbeat, but you have a functioning brain. I don't know what's really going on with that, because it's all magic. Who knows? Way of Kings. What's Way of Kings? Way of Kings. Is this a series? Is this the start of a series? Epic high fantasy novel. First book in the Stormlight Archive. I have heard of that. So let's see, what is it? Elantris. Not Elantrix. Elantris. Yeah, there we go. Tor Books, Sanderson's first published book. Okay. Well, granted, I'm not much of a reader, other than documentation. I read more documentation than I read actual books. So, story follows yeah, here we go. Prince Raiden of Erelon. Princess Serene of Teod. I haven't seen that. And Hrathen of Fjorden. As far as I've gotten, I've only been introduced to Prince Raiden of Erelon. And he met up with some other guy from another kingdom who keeps telling him, dude, you're a zombie. You have to understand you're a zombie. You don't have a heartbeat. You don't have pumping blood. Everything's coagulating. You think you have an actual brain, but you can think and feel for yourself, and your body feels pain differently. Nothing's gonna repair. Like if you break your arm is broken for good. You're done. So I don't know where this is going. I don't know what the that's the question I have. It's like, is there a point to save the people, the Elantrians, from their like zombie curse? Like, what's going on there? Or is it just learning to live with it? Who knows? Yeah, maybe I will see. But, okay, what's my watch? What's my fitness watch telling me now? Heart rate at 80. Okay. That's not bad. I have a high resting heart rate. What was I doing? Oh, main window object has no attributes session. Button clicked. Oh, nope. Session. Oh, I'm not booting it. Right. Session is client session. Okay. So then if I go back to main, create task, main window boot, and if I get rid of all that, oh, keyboard interrupt, is it? So if I close that, there we go. Destroyed while thread is still running. So we Python main, idle. Main window object has no, okay. So now the main window object has no edit URL attribute. But that means we can still work with this. We can still mess, oh, no. Nope. Main window.py. So, PySide 6. PySide 6 slot. If you're wondering what PySide 6 is, it is... I've been mentioning Qt. Qt is a library for basically making graphical applications. But it's actually also all written, Qt is all written in C++. Qt, in order to write Qt applications in Python, you have to expose the Qt6 API, and the library that does that is PySide6. So now that I've explained that, I forgot where I was actually going. Oh, PySide6, signals and slots, Qt for Python. So we have push button. What does expose? Well, like in that context. So, expose in that context basically means I'm writing Python code over here. I am in this window I'm writing Python code. I'm not writing C++ code. But there is a program which is PySide6 that allows you to write Python that calls back to that other C++ code that's in Qt. And in that way, PySide6 exposes the Qt code so that you can actually, yeah, kind of like a converter. Some people would call it like a transpiler or a compile, well, because it's not actually compiling anything, but the API that's written in Qt is exposed to Python so that you can write Python code that it calls that other code. Because otherwise, I would actually have to either write my own. Otherwise, I would have to write my own code to do. What am I thinking of? I would have to write my own code to generate windows and render API or render graphics. Let me turn down my music just a little bit for me. It is a little loud on my end. Thank God for Linux, or I can turn it down for me and not for anyone else. Oh, should I turn it down for stream a little bit? Let me turn it down for stream too, just a touch. There we go. Maybe one more. There we go. So we have a slot. So slot we have a. In fact, if I go to the main window, async slot. So a slot also accepts a name and a result. Overloading signals and slots with other different types. Slots in the QObject derived class. Actually, is it a signal I want? Clicked is a signal for QMouse button. Self.event. Signals are declared as class level variables of the class Qt Core Signal. A QWidget based button that emits a clicked signal. Okay, so the signal comes from the actual button. If I pull the window back up, there's a button that says quit on it right there. And if I click that button, it emits a signal to the rest of the program. But there is a slot where a signal can be sent to the GUI, I think. Should be indicated by decorator Qt Core slot, but in this case, we're not using Qt Core slot, we're using async slots, which are, yeah. So there's the decorator, says it's a slot. Signal class. Okay. The objects require a way to communicate. That's the reason for this mechanism to be a central feature of Qt. In simple terms, you can understand signal and slots in the same way you interact with the lights in your house. When you move the light switch signal, you get a result which may be that your light bulbs are switched on and off, which is a slot. Developing interfaces, you get a real example of the effect of clicking a button. Okay. All classes that inherit from QObject, like QWidget, don't need that doesn't seem. Slots can be used for receiving signals, but they are also normal member functions. Just as an object does not know if anything receives its signals, a slot does not know if it has any signals connected to it. This ensures that truly independent components can be created with Qt. So then, asynchronous. So asynchronous event. No. So if I go back into main, let's look at the QA sync code. We click the button, and the button fetches. Button turns on the. It turns on the Q text edit widget, and then it sets the text to fetching. And then we grab that. And if it succeeds, we edit the response with set text. That edit response is up here. Yes. Which we then say await our text. Set finish and true. Okay. About to quit connect. Event loop close. Actually, event loop run till complete. Which app close event dot wait. Block until the eternal flag is true. So then if we grab that, run until complete, and then main loop close. So then we kill this. Python main py, that makes the new window. It's idle. And then if we close that, okay, it actually, you didn't see the important bits because I wasn't showing the window, but if I kill Scarrbot, it doesn't actually error out. But I should actually make sure that it is reading properly. Twitch check. It is it is reading Twitch properly, which is a very good thing. So then, just still wrapping my head around the Twitch reader and on message, event message. Oh, what is it? Async IO. Async IO slot? Not async slot. To make it usable as a Qt. No, I don't need that. Async IO messaging. Message queue are designed to be similar to classes of the queue model. Although async IO queues are not thread safe, they are designed to be used specifically in async await code. So I think the thing that we need to really watch out for. Event message, okay. Since we have commands and are overriding the default event message, we must let the bot know we want to handle and invoke our commands. So self-handle commands. Okay. Oh, did you end up buying the red LED emote with your little microamp points? Yep, that's one of the emotes that you can buy with points. Oh, what is it? Random emote? Oh, okay, 320 random points. Do I have the bot choose an emote to buy? Oh, but it's more points. Maybe I should cheap make the background ones a little on the cheaper side. But that'll be something. You said no. Well, I mean, it's in the spirit of being toys to play with. In the spirit of being toys to play with, I think maybe giving people a little bit more access to the toy might incentivize a little bit more. Where is... Okay, so coroutine. Okay, so what would the queue be? Message from okay. Async IO message from task. So I need a way to get from task async IO. How do I get not results? I don't want to use coroutines and task. Okay, here we go. Communication between async tasks. That's what I'm looking for. Best solution for communication between async tasks and methods functions that run in a thread pool executor. So we have a queue. Oh, excuse me. Sync. No? Okay. That's probably not actually that. Developing with async IO. There's debug mode, concurrency, and multi-threading. Loop run in executor. Running block code. Logging. To send a message back from the actual task or the thing. Task message, async IO task message. Create task, understanding asynchronous programming. So event message. Ooh, okay, so ask exceptions. Oh, what am I looking for? Get event loop, sleep, start and end, create the task, run until complete. Can task loops, async IO, task loop, send signal. Signal handler, okay. Modify the graceful shutdown example from Roglin to cancel running processes that were spawned by the tasks. Below is a minimal example to demonstrate the issue I'm facing. With his example, I get a warning message that the callback function isn't awaited. When I do try to terminate the script, the async IO gather call doesn't seem to complete. Any idea how to resolve this? So he has main, he has his run process. Let's see, tasks. We have run process 10, 5, and 2. Async defined shutdown is going to be the signal and the loop. Because I don't want it to call back. For signals, loop.add signal handler. Oh, okay. Create tasks shutdown. Signal.signal. Where is signal? Import signal. Okay, those are Python signal library. Set handlers for asynchronous events. Here we go. Okay. So on message, the signal function allows defining custom handlers to be executed when a signal is received. Let me turn that up a little so that it's actually readable for the the audience. A small number of default handlers. Let's see if I can. There's signals handlers. Is there no example code? Oh, here we go. Here's a minimal example program. It uses the alarm function to limit the time spent waiting to open a file. This is useful if the file is for a serial device that may not be turned on, which would normally cause the OS Open to hang indefinitely. The solution is set to set a 5-second alarm before opening the file. If the operation takes too long, the alarm signal will be sent, and the handler raises an exception. Okay. So we have import signal, signal number and frame. We create signals. Okay. Oh, well. Sig alarm with a handler, and handler is the function up here. Oh, yeah. So then, I say, handle this case, wrap your entry point. So we have our def main. We try for X in range 10,000. We print Y. Except there's a broken pipe error. Try to open that. Okay. Below is an example of an HTTP servers that avoids this. HTTP.server. Our handler. Async IO. Nope. Async IO signal. Wait, did I say that right? Ask Python. Python signal module. Here we go. This is the kind of documentation I've been looking for. So we import signal. We have valid signals. So we have hang up, interrupt, quit. I don't know what ill is. I don't know what trap is. There's abort, bus, FPE, kill, user one, sigseg v. Okay. Signal handler. A signal handler is a user-defined function where Python signals can be handled, of course. If we take the signal interrupt signal, now how do we do a... We can, however, assign a signal handler to detect this signal and do our custom processing instead. Nice. Okay, let's look and see how we do this. We have our signal handler, and then we have our exit handler. So we register our signals. Signal dot interrupt, stop. Can we do custom signals? Async IO custom signals. Custom exception from signal handler. Okay, signal handling with async multiprocesses in Python. How to gracefully shut down. I don't want to know how to gracefully shut down. I just want to know sending a custom signal to a running script. No, not quite. Setting changed. Built-in signals let user code. Oh. Asynchronous events. Actually, you know, what if I... What if I actually think I might have just had a little bit of a brain blast here. So if I define async def, we'll call this chat message handler. And that will be what will it be? It'll be message or MSG. It'll be MSG. So when I give Twitch reader main loop and chat message handler. No, I don't want to call it. I just want to give it the actual function. And then in Twitch reader, on message, super init, and then self dot chat handler is equal to handler. So we give it self loop and chat handler. And we say chat handler is equal to chat handler. Async IO create task with input. So create task counter loop for slow. So counter loop. Okay. So then if we go back into main, we'll just say print message for now. Chat message handler. Go back into the Twitch reader. And then we say loop.create task. Chat handler with and we'll just say chat handler will be, actually, hang on. Chat handler with the string, we'll make it a format string. Message dot content. Didn't it, Winda? Didn't it do that yesterday? I saw you bitching about it on Yumi's stream. Blue screening. Is it giving you any indication of what's happening? Is this a, also, is this a self build or is this a purchase? You know what's actually fun is whenever this machine was dual booting Windows. Error report being completed. Oh, okay. Whenever this machine, you know, I might write a ticket in to whoever you bought this from. Like your integrator. Like, I don't know if it'd be like iBuyPower or CyberPower PC or whoever it was. Create task. Micro Center? Yeah, I might ask them about it. Wait, Micro Center? There's only a couple in the country. Don't tell me you're actually potentially close to me. There is a mild chance that you actually live somewhere near me. That would be disturbing. I don't know that I'd appreciate that. And we're on an ad break, so tell you what I'm gonna do. I am going to turn on Be Right Back and give myself a chance to stretch my legs just a little bit. So, hope you guys appreciate the moment. Everybody, I would appreciate it if everybody got up, stretched their legs a little bit, gave themselves some water, maybe take a bathroom break. I will be right back. And is everybody back? Let me turn down the music just a touch. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. I'm back. How's everybody else doing? Hope you didn't miss me too much. I was only gone for a couple minutes. All right, so now I'm at a point. Genuinely, just the guy. Oh, y'all are Schnud and Winded are talking amongst themselves. What are y'all talking about? Midwest bullshit. Prefab, Micro Center prefabs. Bloatware and goofy shit. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I think... I don't know about Midwestern, because, you know, I'm in Chicago. So... geographically, I'm technically Midwestern. But... I think I get rejected out of any conversation where... oh, are you part of the Midwest? So I just default back to, I grew up in Texas. I'm from the South. So, I don't know what y'all talking about. Let's see. So we have our chat handler, create task. And then we go back into main, and that's where we print the message. All right, so then I appreciate that you're all chatting so that I have enough to actually experiment, not actually have to chat myself. Okay, Windows created. Loop is not defined. Did you mean self.loop? Whoops. Where is the Twitch reader? Self.loop. Kill that window. Rerun it. Oh, chat handler is not. Dadgummit. Self. Shut up. Shut up, the lot of you. All right. Now is it working? There we go. Look, it's working. I actually have a signal. My Twitch reader sends back a signal to my Twitch reader sends back a signal to the main program, and the main program can use that data. Look at that shit. Now watch. Now watch what I can do. Main window. Async slot. On chat received. So async now how do I trigger an on button fetch clicked clicked.connect on button fetch clicked on message received. Actually, I'll do it like this. I won't make it a slot. How about save that? What were you talking about? Oh, everybody sending, how do I check for bloatware? You just assume it already exists. I probably genuinely, so here's what I did when I thought, what I did when I bought this PC, and I did a prefab from CyberPower PC about 5 years ago. The first thing I did was literally just fresh install my operating system. It wasn't Windows, because none of the integrators will actually send you. None of the integrators will send you a except for System 76. System 76 will send you a prefab. Let's see. System 76. Yes, it is Linux. Yeah, System 76 will send you a Linux PC. Will sell you a Linux PC. None of the others will. What bloatware is a sort of catch-all term for whenever you buy a prefab PC from somewhere like CyberPower, iBuyPower, or Micro Center, what they're gonna do, they actually have a contract deal with a whole bunch of software vendors, like Norton Antivirus, like other companies, and in order to try and make the process cheaper, the process of building the PC cheaper, Norton Antivirus will actually pay Micro Center to say every machine you build should come with Norton Antivirus pre-installed. And that's just an example of one program. But if you buy a PC and it has a whole bunch of other programs installed already, it's usually because the company that makes that program has paid Micro Center to pre-install it for you. Now, most of the times, they'll come with Steam pre-installed, or they'll come with OBS pre-installed. Those are like good examples because usually they will assume that you want Steam, and it's probably a good idea. So that Micro Center denies those companies on the pre-install. Don't know if that's true. I will tell you, I've only ever bought a prefab from CyberPower. I'm looking into my next build. I'm looking into my next build. And that's going to be a build by me. So that... I just lost my place in my own sentence. So I don't know what the process is for bloatware and all that. Do I have my PC part picker? What's the price on the machine that I'm looking at? On the machine I'm looking to build. What is the current... If I were to just buy everything today. 1809? Okay. I was gonna build, but I got better specs for cheaper. You know what? After the great virus took over the entire world, and the influx of Oh man, I wish I could use a 4090. NVIDIA cards don't really work nearly as well on Linux. If you're on Linux, you basically are locked into AMD. But I do have a 6800 XT in this machine, and I'm looking at the... I am looking at the 6900 XT for the next, or 7900 XT for my next build. The unfortunate part about that is I'm also looking into like doing video editing. Winded, you've seen the you've seen that video I did for Huni. That was all done in Blender. I would like to use DaVinci Resolve, but on Linux, DaVinci Resolve kind of doesn't work with AMD graphics cards. Yeah, anyway. Oh man, I wish. Like, I will gladly accept the problems that come with Linux, with running Linux as a desktop. Because I tried going back to Windows, I couldn't do it. Like, everything being a graphics thing and everything being, like, where do I find this? Like, I couldn't do it. Give me config files, fuck with that registry, fuck it. I hate it so much. Give me a POSIX compliant terminal, and I am a happy man. Okay, so window. Looking at Linux, but honestly, it looked way out of my league. If I'm offering some suggestions, it ran no games. That problem is actually very much yeah, Ubuntu's a good place to start. Pop! OS is a good place to start. System76 distributes Pop! When they sell you a system, it's gonna come pre-installed with Pop! OS. But yeah, the whole no games on Linux thing is less and less of a problem, especially after the Steam Deck. Once the Steam Deck came out, and it gave It gave like game developers an actual target for making sure that your game runs on Proton. Let's say on Proton. I mean, want to be just like him. You know, Linux isn't. I say Linux isn't so bad. It's like Linux is a good operating system, and I don't want to go back to, especially now that Windows 11 is basically saying, hey, literally every keystroke that you press on this, we're reporting back to a home server. It's like, you're just creating a keylogger? What's happening? Oh, okay, I'm not involved in this conversation. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to writing my code. Wait. No, we're getting out of scope here. Let's see. How do I want to organize this? I mean, you say you opt out, but telemetry very much still exists. And maybe I'm just being pessimistic, but yeah, the telemetry is still happening, and they're just not telling you about it. Well, it's like on Twitter, even before Elon Musk took over, like, if you wanted they had that algorithm set up. Like, you would go on Twitter and you'd say, hey, show me the tweets from the people I follow in the order that they've sent it. And they had a button to do that. And you could set that button to do that thing. Even though every now and then it would just turn that button off, and now you'd get the algorithm view. The algorithm view is all the ads that they want you to show. They'd rather show you what this person liked rather than retweets. It's like, why what's the difference between a like and a retweet then? That's why and it's confusing, to say the least. But supposedly the setting to go on my what do you call it? Chronological view of my feed. I could set it to the chronological view of my feed, and then just every now and then it would turn off chronological view and set it back to algorithm view. And that's why people started using third-party apps. Like Phoenix. Okay, so what am I... This is the System76 website. What the fuck am I... Ugh. Off on tangents. I'm worse than Uni. Jesus Christ. Okay. Back to my codeminizing. Okay, so the message handler, it receives the message. It should then send to the window. Say Huni again? What's the... I don't know what the... Yeah, Huni. I'm not calling her that. I'm parasocial with streamers. But calling her that name requires level 10 parasocial. I'm only at about level 3. You got to take me out to dinner first before I call you that. VTubering? No, usually I just say cartoon women. That's what I say. As someone who eventually plans... You started at level 11. No, I'm only at about a level 5 parasocial. I'm not gonna call Huni the way she thinks she wants it to be called. I gotta we gotta have dinner a couple times before I'm calling you that. That name is reserved for for the special person. That name is reserved for my not my internet Oshi. That name is reserved for my life Oshi. Well, take the 4 letters H-U-N-I and make a guess. If you're asking, Schnud. Yes, there you go. She wants it pronounced that way, and I'm like, nah, I'm parasocial with streamers, but I'm not saying I won't call anyone honey. I'm just saying I'm not gonna call a random woman I don't know what they look like that. That is level 10 that requires level 10 parasociality. And my experience in parasocial, I didn't spec into level 10 parasocial. I only spec'd like 3 points into that. Where I talk shit to the streamer way too much. She is an internet Oshi. I don't use that name with an internet Oshi. I will only use that name with a life Oshi. Oh, okay, yeah. It's a good thing she's not here, because I know she'd be the kind of person that would get mad at that. Too, because like, no, it's my name. It's like, no, I'm not calling you that. Is your Phelan something or other Huni's sister, and yet Huni is in your Twitch name? What was that about? Like, people changing their Twitch display names to say Huni supporter or whatever the fuck. Print message. So if I give... Is Phelan the... Phelina whatever, is she the one that's moving in with Huni? Or is that someone else? You say sister. When you say sister, is that the... Oh, here we go. Here comes the story. Okay, hang on. I gotta get me a drink before we get into this. Hang on. All right, let's hear it. What do you got? Break it to me. Uh-huh. We're waiting with bated breath, Winded. What's the story that you've got coming for us? I'm even... She said, if you loved me, you'd all shill me... Oh, that! Okay, yeah. I remember that. She did that in her Discord. She's doing the parasocial baiting. She said... And someone jokes we'd all change them. Yeah. Okay, yeah. In fact, I think I was there for that stream. I think that requires level 8 parasociality. Like speccing level 8 into parasocials. Me, I'm still only level 3. I'm not really like training that. So you change your name. You know what? Godspeed to you, sir. Fucking levels. Out in the loam. I don't know what loam. Twitch? What? It's Twitch installed. It's a website. It's a website, Winded. It's not something you install. Jesus H. Christ. Oh, you're on your phone, aren't you? So you do install it. Fuck me. Now I'm over here getting mad. People watching my stream on their phones when they should be on a desktop. Giving people shit. Right now you're on your PC? Good. Install Linux on it. What is this Windows shit? You're disappointing me. Go install Arch Linux right now. Out there giving everything. You're out there giving your dick pics to what is his name? Sanjay? Oh, I still have a piece of shit laptop. I don't have laptops that aren't pieces of shit. I have 2 ThinkPads from the early aughts. Like 2012, I think is my current ThinkPad. And even that has Linux on it. I haven't even paid for the activation key. There is no activation key, you just install it. I still had ThinkPads in 2012. Hang on, what do I have? I have an X61, I think. ThinkPad X61. Yeah, I paid like $100 for this thing. And that's the main laptop I use whenever I'm not at my desk. I have it sat next to my couch. Telling me to pay. Oh, I still have that too. Amp, where's the link? Oh, the link. You want the eBay link I just pulled up? Jesus. What is this? There. Grabbing that, giving it to you. The what? Okay, what are you asking for then? Hang on. Laptop is an HP Omen from Lock for Linux. Oh yeah. archlinux.org. There you go. That's the link. That's the one I recommend is Arch Linux. So you go to download. Link for Linus Tech Tips. I'm not gonna download it. Like you like FF? What's FF? Here's the download link. Here, I gotta do everything. You like Final Fantasy? Schnud. I just ran 2 daily roulettes with you. How do you think I did it? Do you think I assembled a Windows PC? I'm one of the best tanks you could possibly. I'm a goddamn gunbreaker of a motherfucker. I hacked your machine, and I actually played. Okay, what is the perk of? Oh, god damn it! Having 3 chat windows open is such a pain in the ass. Hang on. I'll just open it here. What is the perk of Linux over Windows beyond taking data? That is more or less the primary one. There's A lot of it, I will admit, a lot of it is baby duck syndrome. Which is, I've just been on Linux so long that that I'm used to it. Mostly, the big one for me is having access to a terminal. This window you see here is basically where I do like 80% of almost everything I do on my computer. You notice that this window here, I'm reading chat through the same window that now I'm writing my code, right? Granted, I have 3 chat rooms open because technically I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. And I have to check, and I have 3 separate programs to read that chat. Pain in the ass. Anyway. What was I saying? Hashtag fuck Kick. I mean, I think it, especially as like a new streamer, it kind of behooves you to not lock yourself into one platform. I think, like, yeah, it's got problems, but hey, you know what? Why not? And it's not like I'm spreading myself thin. All I'm doing is sending a video feed out there, and I have a window to monitor chat. But that monitor of chat is also going to my Discord, which none of you are in anyway. But anyway, my train of thought is so fucked. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what my own name is at this point. Crossing streams as a man. Kick is so shady with their pirating. My Discord is... I should have had a bot. Where is the thing? Invite people. Actually, hang on. Pause that. Pause that. Stuff to know. Huh. Well, the now playing music is... The now playing thing is going. Yeah, we know what song it is. Huh, seems like there's a link right here. You know, I wonder where that goes. Huh. That launches your Discord app. Or, what I actually did. There you go. You could go to that link, which I also set to my own Discord, which should send you into my own personal Discord server. I think that should be set up, right? Hang on. It should be working. It is working, yes. Shut up, Winded. There's Schnud and there's Winded in my Discord server. Can't even invite. I have invites. What are you doing? What are you talking all this shit? Anyway. By the way, yes, if you notice, not only am I reading Twitch chat from Scarrbot, I'm reading that specific channel, that Discord channel from Scarrbot as well. Look at that shit. All right. What the hell was I doing? I wasn't doing this. I can get rid of that. I don't have a bot right now. I have to reset the bot up. Oh, does that mean now I have to have a separate window? Hang on. You know, I didn't anticipate needing a 4th window for chat. There we go. So if I go into here, it's what was it? Dev. Scarrbot. I then source my venv bin activate. Python main.py. There we go. Oh god. Okay, now. In fact, I'll just, what is it? Ran to, what window am I opening? Not that one. Not that one. That one. Now, if I display that, and if you guys start chatting, you see that little box? Chatting in Twitch and chatting in Discord? Hello. And then, hey, look at that. I'm a goddamn professional. I'm a developer. He's the machine god, ladies and gentlemen. Boost chat interaction, the likelihood of people coming back. I mean, if you look into my clips. Not chat, Jesus. Something I did several years ago, and I would have made so much money if I actually finished this project. Shut up. There's a bunch of Quake clips. I used to be pretty good at Quake. Probably still all right. Here we go. Now, you're gonna see what used to be my face. How long ago? 5 years ago. But I used to have a command. I used to have things that would react to Stream Elements tips. I used to have things that would react to chat commands. Face reveal, yes. I'm no longer a fan of the face. I'm eventually, at some point, going to become a cartoonman. I'm talking to some kind of developer right now. Or developer. I am the developer. I'm talking to an artist that came highly recommended from one Luminous Cove. What's wrong with face? Nah, I'm just camera shy. Camera shy and OPSEC. Camera shy and OPSEC. I don't like people knowing too much more than they need to know. 90% positive he has beard now. That's actually a funny statement considering a private conversation Schnud and I have had in DMs. Which I won't go further into. Okay, so where the fuck was I? Okay, Signal. Chat message handler. How do I want to grab the main window? Make me hella uncomfortable. Cartoon people are more palatable. I think they're, like, I've got theories on that. For me, it's definitely actually way easier for me to watch. In particular, female streamers, it's definitely easier for me to watch the cartoon ones, the VTubers, the VTubering females. I guess mostly because it started with HoloLive, and as much as this is like not true as well, it is kind of true that there is... See, I'm also a person who's kind of on an anti-horny arc. And many of the female streamers, women streamers, lady streamers, girl streamers, whatever you want to use, really turn up the horny. And I think that's kind of universal across the platform as well. And it's hard to appreciate those with actual talent and charisma and presentation and broadcasting skills when it's hard to find actual talented female streamers as offensive as this might sound, it's also, does tend to be the case nowadays, especially on Twitch, that even the female VTubers are turning on high levels of horny and getting distracting from actual content. God, I'm just being actually offensive now. But if you started off understanding what VTubers are by discovering the Hololive agency, then they didn't really. I'm about to lose friends over this. You know, I'll just say it. Like, I'm a big fan of Korone, and I'm a big fan of Okami Mio. And they are incredibly talented broadcasters, and it's easy to see that they are incredibly talented broadcasters. And it was good to see someone with talent rise to the top, as opposed to, in order to find regular female streamers that had talent, you had to wade through a sea of people who are basically using Twitch as no more than an advertisement outlet for their OnlyFans. I'll put it that way. And that's kind of not what I'm aiming to do, which is why VTubers for quite a while were easier to watch, because as much as the cartoon person may have been designed to be attractive, they could only drive so much of a broadcast. You had to actually listen to what they were saying. You actually had to, they actually had to be entertaining rather than just try to funnel you over to porn. Yeah, and that's not what I'm looking for. If I want porn, I know where I go for porn. I don't want to go to Twitch for porn. That's not what I want. I have the websites that I go to if I have those needs and I need to fulfill. If I need to get those needs fulfilled, I know I have a source for that. I don't think Twitch should be a source for fulfilling that need. What's my heart rate at? Hey, watch. I'm at 86. Not too much higher than my actual resting heart rate. Shut up. Shut up. Shut it. I'm gonna turn it back. The glitching? What's the glitching? Am I peeking my mic or something? Do I need to listen back at this VOD? Okay. Oh, you sputtering and losing thoughts. Ah, okay. I see what you're saying now. Okay. What is that emote? Who is that? Ahmed doll? I can't see it. I can't even see it from here. Oh God. If only the lot of you knew the pain I deal with having 3 chat windows open, even though only one of them is active, but they have to all be small enough to fit on the screen. Let's see. There's a part of me that thinks maybe I should get checked for ADHD. Buy more. I have been thinking about that. Why don't you use RestreamBot? I do use Restream. I have my main video feed going to YouTube, and that's a 1440p, 12,000 kilobits per second high bitrate video feed going to YouTube, by the way. And then I have my what I call my Twitch video feed going to Restream, and Restream is feeding it to Twitch and Kick. But yes, I am thinking about buying another monitor. I've been looking at those big fancy OLED, QD OLED 4K monitors, which would probably be included in my next build. But between those monitors now being priced at like $1,200, transfer to each other. Oh, like Lumi. Hey, Winded, what do you think Scarrbot is? Why do you think I'm making Scarrbot? Not a fucking God, just kill me. Scarrbot is basically Restream bot done right. Scarrbot stands for Streamer Chat Aggregation and a Re-Rendering Bot. I'll let you guess at what that means. Which is why it grabs from Discord. It grabs from Discord, it grabs from YouTube, it grabs from Twitch, and as soon as I find a good library, it'll also grab from Kick, probably Rumble, probably whatever else is out there. I will 100% make Lumi download when you finish it. Buy it for, oh, it'll be free. There ain't no point in charging money for this. For the shitty code I write, Jesus H Christ. But yes, it is mostly to, okay, yeah. That's another, when I say Restream bot but done right, one thing that I really hate about Restream bot is I can't get Restream bot. Thank you for the compliment. I'll get to that, but one thing I hate about how Restream bot works is Restream bot doesn't connect to your channel, even if you've got the channel connected to Restream, unless the video feed is going to Restream. So remember how I mentioned earlier that for my YouTube, do I have the link to the YouTube? Where's the link to the YouTube stream? I sent it to Schnud in DMs earlier. Where is it? There we go. So if you watch, wait, is it, what? Oh, no, I sent the wrong stream. That is the wrong video. Okay. There we go, this one. So, if you notice, the quality, you can go up to 1440p, 60 frames. The only way I can achieve that is by having a direct feed to YouTube. No, it isn't. It actually is not, Restream bot. Well, it strictly speaking is, but if you do it right, they're not gonna have a problem with you. Because the CEO guy, the guy with the beard who's really old and did like guitar streams for a while, he actually did an interview about that, what you're talking about, like Twitch and YouTube TOS. The whole combining chats thing, that's a CMOA. Because, and that's a moderation CMOA. Because if someone shows up in one chat and gets banned, there's a very high likelihood that they will just hop into your other chat and do bannable things there and wants to get you in trouble. So the way, what they're doing there is if they see you hop into, if they see someone doing bannable things in a YouTube chat, then they say, well, we don't know if you're actually trying to moderate your YouTube. We don't know if you're actually trying to moderate your Kick. We can only track what's happening on Twitch. So, if naughty things are happening in your Twitch chat, if naughty things are happening in your YouTube chat, we don't know how much effort you're putting into controlling that. We can only see what you're doing in Twitch. So that they put in that clause to say, well, if it's happening in YouTube, what are we gonna do? Naughty things like bannable stuff, like racial slurs and TOS things, like actually naughty things. No, it's hot in this room, but no, that is not hot. I need to get one of those like fans that goes into my AC, that goes into my like AC vent. Yeah. That is that policy that Winded is talking about, where you shouldn't be combining chats. The simple act of combining your chats isn't going to get you in trouble. The stuff that gets you in trouble is if they see that you're doing, is that if you have naughty activity happening in your YouTube and your Kick. Actually, I didn't realize that. Had someone messaged me. I meant Plaza TOS said it was. So, but that's why they have it written there. So, if you're getting disciplinary action taken against your account, the disciplinary action isn't because you combine chats. The disciplinary action is because you let something happen on your video feed. But if it happened in your Twitch chat will work with you and say, oh, well, we can tell you're doing these moderation actions, you're trying to control it. You can only control chat so much. But for YouTube, they're saying, well, we don't know what you're doing in YouTube. And we just have to trust we just have to trust you. And we'd rather not trust you. We just rather say, you know what? It's happening in your YouTube chat. We can't tell how much effort you're putting into keeping your YouTube chat moderated. And we'll just go ahead and take the disciplinary action against you. By deleting VODs and correcting it on the spot. But that's not trackable. If that makes sense. If you get... like, you could delete VODs, and I guess that's trackable. But they can't track that you banned someone from your chat, from your YouTube chat. They can track that you banned someone from your Twitch chat. But yeah, that's kind of the point of that. By the way, follow the YouTube channel. Go subscribe, go do that. I need those metrics. youtube.com/@amperature. Metrics. Numbers. I need it. Number go up. What? What? Schnud. No, don't. Don't. Come on. Oh God. Oh God, I fucked up YouTube. I fucked it up. I need to fix that eventually. I'll fix that later. What the hell was I doing? 31 should have been the red color. Anyway. Back to actually writing code and doing things that I should be doing. How long have I been live? 3 hours? I can keep going. Hello, Win. On the YouTube. So, I need to grab the main window somehow. How do I do that in a way that actually is good? Chat message handler. Do I need to implement it as an object? And the main window is part of the object? But, oh, what was I saying? Do I need to implement a class? Do I need to implement, like, the application as an object? Let me look through. By the way, the person who is not in chat and who just asked me a question, yes, that is my answer to that question is yes, but is in my Discord DMs. But I know is watching the stream, is not in my chat, but has just sent me a question via Discord. Fuck, what was I doing? Okay. Running a roulette. Y'all doing like expert roulette? You no clue? You know what? Does anyone have any clue whatsoever anywhere ever? That's the important question. Should be asking. Okay, so main window. Ooh, what if I... Hang on. Am I a genius? Others come back after. It's coming up on probably my old man bedtime. So I probably won't be turning the game back on tonight. But yeah, hit me up later. Am I a genius? Is this gonna actually work? Async def. Actually, yeah. So that's already on chat received message. Yes. So we append. So yes, good night. Good night, Schnud. So chat received. So chat message handler, and then I send it. But what if I actually just send on? No. Main. Shit. If I grab this, bring it up here. Main window on chat received. And then I come over here to the main window on chat received message. And then we do print MSG. Now how does that work for you? What if I kill this? All right. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hang on. Look at this. No, not that. Where is it? Where is it? Look at this. All right, chat for me. Help me out here. Winded, help me out. Schnud's already gone. I need a chatter. Winded. Just when I need someone chatting. Let's see. You see that shit? Yeah, see that shit? I'm sending chat messages into the actual GUI application. So I am pretty happy. Interesting the way it's rendering chat. Is it disabled? What if I say enable? Q text edit. Was AFK? By the way, I got actual chat rendering inside the window. But I should instead. What if I do it that way? Save the file. Close the program. Rerun the program. Actually, I'll close that one too. Yeah, that one's working. Try chatting again, Winded. Oh, hello. What if I try and chat? Look at that. Haha. And there you go. All right, so I have... Let's review what all we've done today. Let's hide that. Let's hide that. We don't want that around. So we've no. Go back into main. We've created our main window. So we're now rendering an actual graphics thing. You know what? Tell you what. You want? I'll give you some kind of credit. Where are you at? Hang on. I'll pay you back for the favor you did to me. Here you go. There you go. You can have that. You can have that one for free. Get access to my emotes. You get access to opportunities to shill my stream. And my watch just told me I paid for it. Okay. What was I doing? So we actually started rendering a window. What time is it? 10:30? Started rendering a window, and we created a signal function inside of our main application, which I should probably come back over here. We created our no, we didn't create our signal function inside the main application. We created it inside the window. Right? We say on chat message received. We print it to the console. We don't need to print it anymore. We know where it's at. We're printing it to the window. And then, no, back in main. And then inside of Twitch. And in fact, you know what I should do? Message. I should send YouTube reader. We'll say main window dot on chat received. And I'll do that as well. There's the no Discord should see main window. There's a 5-second delay on chat received. So let's do that. Standard on stream. I should have low latency enabled. I thought, but hey. Let's go back into Discord. Then we have loop token, intense loop token, chat handler. And then in Discord, we say loop.task chat handler equals actually self.chat handler. It's chat handler. And then on message, we print the message to console, and then we say chat loop.create task chat handler of, and let's do it right. We'll do format that, and then inside of this we'll say that we'll make it a format string. Discord message author global name message content. Right? What is considered good internet megabits per second wise? Oh, I don't. That's. Hang on. I probably don't want to visit that website on stream because I think they might reveal things. You go to fast.com. I am downloading at 930 megabits per second. But I have a pretty decent download speed. I know that my Twitch stream is going out at 6,000 kilobits per second. Don't know everything that encompasses though. Like that's gonna be like dependent on your thing. Dependent on where you live, dependent on like all kinds of variables. Okay, so if I set that up and then I go back over to YouTube Reader. Main on chat. Actually over here. Init self. Hang on. Chat handler. Self.chat handler equals chat handler. You are my SciU? What's a SciU? 450 is pretty good. That's 450 megabits per second. What's 450 divided by 8? So yeah, 56 megabytes per second. That's not bad. I don't. Yeah, that's definitely not bad. It's nowhere. It's not quite gigabit. It's halfway to gigabit. Oh, SciU, that's the guy that does tech support for Lian Lai, the voice actress lady, who's also a VTuber. That was a butterfly and is now a mermaid? Amelie! There you go, thank you. You're the guy that helps me remember names. Okay. So, do I have access to the loop? I guess I do need to create the loop. Okay, so give YouTube Reader the access to the loop. And we do self.loop loop. Not any of her original stuff. I know that she did an English cover for one of the Love is War songs, that one song Daddy Daddy Do. And I thought that was pretty good. But Daddy Daddy Do is a good song anyway. 50-foot Ethernet cable, so it makes sense there's a drop in connectivity. Dude, what the cable, I think the cable that's running from my router to my TV is like 70 foot, but that's like Cat 6A. I ran that myself. Okay, so on chat. Chat data, tick async, so self.loop.create task. That'll be on chat handler. Self.chat handler. That'll be a format string, YouTube. Another, let's see. Put it in these. That'll be seed author name. C.message. I think that should fine. Play it while you're creating code for real bitch energy. What song is this? Original song. MWTWB. Okay, well, I'll put a pin in that, probably listen to it during a time that it's not going to get me copyright stricken on YouTube and Twitch. I'll have to make it a point to listen to that. So there's YouTube. Let's go over to Twitch. And then chat handler, and we call that, pull this out. Format, Twitch. And this will be message.author display name. All right, so now let's see if this works. YouTube init is missing one required positional argument. Oh, chat handler. Go back to main. YouTube reader. Really? Missing our argument missing for parameter chat handler. Is it? Oh. Main loop. That's right. Did you forget a comma? I did. Okay, that's running. And if I render the window, I say, hello, Twitch chat. Oh, shit. And if I say it in YouTube, I say, hello, YouTube chat. And that's going to take a minute because YouTube is slow as shit. I say, hello, Discord chat. Oh, damn it. Dang it. Okay. Something's wrong with Discord then. What's wrong in Discord? Create task. Chat handler. It is printing. Message author global name. Message content. Really? Why? It is printing, right? Yeah, it is printing. I put that there. Oh, loop. Self.loop. Self.loop equal to loop. And then we do self.loop. That create task. Okay, so then we'll kill that window. Main.py, pull that up. Render it one more time. Shit, what just happened? Task exception was never retrieved. State client. Shit, what happened? Loop equals loop. Token, chat handler. Where did this happen? Object has now attribute set. State, client. No, attribute set. What's happening there? So we start the loop. Loop.create task. We have a chat handler. Oh, self. Jesus Christ. Self.loop. Nope. Self.chatHandler. That was the problem. Okay. Task thing was never retrieved. Task 24. Delay ready. State.py. Discord state.py. Missing sentinel has no attribute set. Self.loop.create. We create the task inside the loop. Self.start. Kill that. Bring it back up again. Task exception was never retrieved. Okay, what's... Something's going wrong. What if I make a comment? If I comment this code out, does it still work? Message author global name. Message content. Chat handler. Okay, so kill that. Stop rendering the rand window. Okay, so Discord kind of works. Yep, according to that, it works. So then now what? So self.loop. Loop. Let's just say E loop. We'll call this E loop. Right? So does creating the loop create the problem? No, it doesn't. So does actually render, does doing all of that create the problem? Actually, I should just comment out the comment. Kill the window, launch the program again. Okay, still supposedly is running. Ah, there it is. Our she blows. So, hi Discord chat. Hi YouTube chat. Hi Twitch chat. Now look at that shit. Oh, you can't look at that shit. It is rendering in the window. I have Discord, Twitch, and YouTube all tracked within Scarrbot. The window is rendering. I am the goddamn machine god. All right, I think that's enough for me today. It is nearly 11, and I should probably be and I'm not tired at all, so I should probably be taking a melatonin in order to actually sleep, because I have work tomorrow. Who is live right now that I can send you motherfuckers over to? No, you're good. I don't know what You're at a point where I don't even know what you're apologizing for. You know what? How about I send you to another Linux VTuber? Or another Linux streamer. I'm not a cartoon man yet. I will send you over to Rogue Ren. Oh, he's doing some, and he's actually also collaborating with like, let me make. Oh, you're making a raid message. Okay, hang on. We're raid messaging. We're crafting. All right, Winded. What are we doing? Oh, I should probably hide that window. That is big and ugly. By the way, if it wasn't clear, the fact that you're seeing a terminal output, let me make that smaller. The fact that you are seeing a terminal output and a separate window, these are actually, in fact, the same program running. It's just that the program can output to the terminal, and it is also outputting to the Scarrbot main window. King of Copy Pasta, hello. Probably only do like 2 of those. But raid, it's Rogue. Hang on, let me copy his channel name again. And there's the raid setup. I will go over to Twitch.tv dashboard. I will see all of you motherfuckers around. How long until completion though? Oh, it's gonna be a hot minute. It is gonna be a hot minute. But thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you again same time next week, or if I decide to stream more than once a week. Hope to see you around at that point as well. But I gotta go and say hi to Rogue Ren for me. He's also a Linux streamer and collaborating with Brody too, so that'll be fun. See you around.